This is Rick Caselge, injury specialist from exercisesforinjuries.com. I want to welcome you to today's video, and in today's video what I'm going to go through are 5 exercises to strengthen your low back. So this YouTube video was an idea submitted by a viewer. So they left a comment down below on an issue or question that they had, and we created this video for them. So if you have any questions or need clarification or ideas of future videos that we should do, please do leave them down below in the comment section. So let me get through the first exercise. The first exercise is dead bug, and I'm going to bring Kaya up and she's going to help demonstrate the exercise. Good, that's 1 repetition, that's 2 repetitions. So you're going from standing down to the floor, you're lying on your back, you're relaxing the head, neck, and shoulders. Arms are to the side or in a relaxed position, knees bent, feet flat, legs are underneath the hips. Then you're going to tighten up that abdominal area, you're going to bring the knees over the hips, and now the ankle, knee, and hip are at 90. Then you're going to bring the arms straight overhead so they're over your shoulders. Now you're going to move one leg away and then the opposite arm away, and they're just hovering up above the ground, and then back to the start, and then the other side, and then back to the start. Perfect. So that's the first one. So looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity for this one, sets would be 1, repetitions would be 5, so 5 on each side, alternating back and forth. Time, smooth controlled movement with a good stop at the end position. Intensity, you want to start off with light, but then progress to moderate. And the purpose of the exercise is to work on the core, so working on specifically the activation, endurance, and strength of the core, so that your muscles around your low back area, specifically in your abdominal area, can handle the load and take the load off the low back. Okay, moving on to number 2. This is plank. Okay, good. And then Kaya's at the end position there. So breaking it down, going from standing down to the floor, you kind of move into a 4-point position, then onto the forearms. The knees are still on the ground, then you're going to lift up the knees, abdominal area is nice and tight, and you're in a straight line when it comes to head, shoulders, hips, and legs. Legs are underneath the hips, and then you're holding that position for a couple seconds, and then you're going to bring the knees down and relax for a second or 2, and then you'd move into the next repetition. So looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity for this one, sets would be 1, repetitions would be 5, time would be smooth controlled movement with a good stop at the end position. In that end position, you're going to hold it for 5 seconds, and then you can build up to 10 seconds. Intensity, we want to start off with light, but then we can progress to moderate. And the purpose of the exercise really is to work that core area, abdominal area, especially in the forward direction. Okay, moving on to number 3. This is Superman. Good, that's 1 repetition, and then that's the second repetition. So going from standing down to the floor, lying down on your stomach, arms are overhead, legs are underneath the hips. You're going to tighten up that abdominal area. You're going to lift one arm up, and then the opposite leg up. You're going to hold that for a second or 2, and then come back down, and then you're going to go to the other side. And what we're really working on are the muscles around the shoulder blade, muscles in that mid back, low back area, and then the opposite glute and hamstring. Perfect. Okay, looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity for this one, sets would be 1, repetitions would be 5 on each side, so you're alternating back and forth. Time, smooth controlled movement with a good stop at the end position. Intensity is light, but we want to progress to moderate. And the purpose of the exercise, as I mentioned, we're targeting the core muscles in the shoulder, which are the muscles around the shoulder blade. working those muscles in kind of the mid to low back area. And then we're working on the muscles in the glutes and the hamstrings, which those core muscles in the shoulders and the muscles in the glutes and the hamstrings help stabilize that low back area. Okay, moving on to number 4, back extension. Good, that's 1 repetition. And then moving into the 2nd repetition. Perfect. So going from standing down on the floor, lying on your stomach, legs are underneath the hips. You can see the hands are underneath the shoulders. Kaya's got the head in line with the rest of the body. Then she's going to use her muscles, like mid-back, low-back muscles, to lift up her shoulders. And then she's going to bring the hands up, and they're going to hover for a second or two, and then hands back down, and then she's going to lower herself down. And then she's going to move in the 2nd repetitions. Mid-back muscles, low-back muscles working, hovering hands, and then back down. Perfect. Okay, looking at the sets, reps, time, and intensity for this one, sets would be 1, repetitions would be 5. Time is a smooth, controlled movement with a good stop at the end position. Intensity is light to moderate, and the purpose of the exercise is we're working on those extensor muscles in that low back. Okay, moving on to number 5. So the side plank. Okay, good. And then Kaya's at the end position. Perfect. So going from standing down to the floor, you're lying on your side. So Kaya's bent in the knee, feet are together. She's on her forearm. Then she's going to tighten up that abdominal area. Bring the hips up, straighten the legs, good. She's in a straight line from the side and a straight line from the side, or in the front. Then she's going to hold that position for a couple seconds and then come back down. Perfect. Awesome, thank you, Kaya. So with this one, when it comes to sets, reps, time, and intensity, sets are going to be 1, repetitions are going to be 5 on each side. So you can alternate back and forth or go through all of them on one side. Time, you're going to get into that end position, hold it for 5 seconds. You can build up to 10. Intensity, light, but we want to work to moderate. And the purpose of the exercise is to work on those core muscles in the side-to-side direction. So there you go. That is the end of this video, or today's video. If you have any questions or comments, please do leave them down below. If you have ideas for future videos that you want to see from us, please do leave them down below. If you got benefit from this video, make sure to give us a thumbs up. And before you go, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you can get future pain relieving videos. That's it. This is Rick Casalge from exercisesforinjuries.com saying take care and bye-bye.